Regular fight is, I guess, okay, but hover isn't strong enough. If it was much more stable, I'd use it more often. I don't know. Wily loves Scotsman, so never too many. I'd also like if there was more life pickups. Checkpoint density is fine, I guess. It's due to playing hard mode where it's more painful. And apparently if enemies are slightly off screen, they can attack me. That's the other thing that throws me off. In most Mega Man fan games, enemies can attack you that far from off-screen. Here, that's not the case. This mainly causes issues for enemies who fire projectiles at me. And I get clipped underneath. At least the Pikmin only have 5 HP. In regular Mega Man fan games, I just try bypassing them. But here, that's not recommended at all. Just as I thought. Oh, it's one of them. No, this is not the hardest fan game I played. Far from it, Joseph. Honestly, I'd decrease the amount of damage Reggae takes from everything. The game is already difficult enough. Unfortunately, I can't attack enemies from off-screen, but it can. I'd say that the respawn and despawn ranges have to be tweaked a bit. It just feels like the game is more stacked against the player than usual. Hopefully this is just a symptom of a hard mode. If we're going to allow enemies to attack from off-screen, give me the same ability. Alright, here comes the next one. And now I have to backtrack. Can I do this while surviving? At least the Gutsmans don't respawn. The statues are not the toughest enemies. It's the Pikmin, missile launchers, and those baseball throwing enemies. Those are truly the most dangerous enemies. It's one thing for melee enemies to be active off-screen, it's another one for enemies who can aim their projectiles at you from off-screen. What is that thing? Super Guts Man? At least all the boss battles feel fair. Gutsman Supreme? Sure, I'll go with that name. And would you look at that, the boulders actually deal a reasonable amount of damage to me. Judging from the previous enemies, I would have expected 6 or 8. Even conic damage wise, I would have expected something much higher, like 10 or 12. Knockback. Do we have to make this more extreme too? Sure, let's use Z-Tank. I keep getting chained together. There goes my E-Tank. See what I mean? You can get knocked between Gutsman Supreme and his fist. Perhaps give some better telegraphing when it decides to drop the boulder from the ceiling. Well, it does have telegraph, it just comes out very fast. And you can do that attack immediately after he stuns you. I actually wouldn't mind as much knockback if we had better armor. This is one of those games that really would have fit one more E-Tanks, but I only spotted 2 of them. One was by luck, the other one was optional. Once again, I hope this is only a symptom of hard mode. He comboed 2 attacks right together, so didn't have enough time to get out of the stun. At last, he's been defeated. This took at least 24 attempts. I'll be talking more about what I don't like about Reggae's characteristics at the end. I was too low on health anyways. Yep, I'm gonna have to take a dead. I'm pretty sure hard mode decreased the number of life pickups. What did I get? Oh, I got hit by the stray one there. The weapon I really want the most is a shield-based weapon. And unfortunately, I can't just destroy all these enemies, because I need the mets later on. Okay, made it past that section after several deaths. This is not supposed to be as hard as it seems. It just feels like I'm playing as Proto Man. Hello, Picket Man. Or should I say Picket Man? That's it, I'm just gonna use weaknesses. Well, at least the checkpoint was here. I was totally expecting it to be right at the start. Outside of Gutsman Supreme, I like the boss battles. Oh no, a reverse escape sequence. I see. I got it backwards there. Oh no, Revenge of Gutsman. Where are you, helicopter? No, I need that. Hover works the best if you want to stay stationary around the same area. Oh no, not you again. I thought I escaped from the bubbles. No, I did. Yeah, thank goodness for good checkpoint placement. I like these shmup segments, however. They're pretty fair regardless of the mode. Just requires some practice. In fact, I say the hardest stages are the ones that focus more on projectile enemies. It's not only due to Reggae's characteristics, it's more of the case that they can attack me from off-screen, and I can't attack them from off-screen. That would affect any Mega Man character. I think the developer set the despawn range to be too high. Nice shift in background there. Oh, you again. And now we're at Dr. Light's place. Time to destroy the remaining prototypes. If Dr. Light builds Supreme, I'm afraid what would be the final version? If that version of Supreme we fought is only a prototype, I'd be afraid what the final version would be. Oh no. I spoke too soon. Are you sure about that, Reggae? Direct one and another one. Wreck Gutsman Supreme and Gutsman Supreme 2. Hey Daibuman, you missed the hardest boss battle in the game. In general, this game has been much tougher than I thought it would be. I'll try this buster only, then I'll use weaknesses. I really should have played on normal mode, but it's too late to swap. Then again, the game gives me the option of stage skipping. And here I thought Rockman Episode 7 or Rockman 7 Episode would be much more brutal, but even that gives you many more tanks. That said, I'm using special weapons now. First I'll take out the purple guy. The knockback is causing so many problems. It's pretty much the patio hard by this point. Oh, these aren't actually solid. They hurt me too. It's stages like this where I really wish I was playing as Beat instead, or Rush yet. Honestly, the more I play this game, the more I feel that Reggae plain old sucks. He takes more damage, he's not fast enough, he's not really that stable. He just feels more like one of those deliberately weaker characters you play as. Dr. Wily made a terrible decision sending him here. We'll eventually get through this, and this will be heavily edited down in post. Even though I'm taking 4 damage, effectively it can become 8 or 10 because it can get chained together. It's over. I wasn't looking at the health bar. And I thought they had their own separate health bars too. This took over 3,000 attempts. Yikes. Hardest boss fight in the end by far. I hope it's much easier on normal mode. I would much rather play as either Beat or Rushjet, or even Pete here. So, here are my overall thoughts on the Reggae Operation as a whole. First, what I liked about this game. Like its inspiration, Ringman the Castle, I like how we're playing as a different character, different from the usual set of Mega Man characters we play as. And I like the weaponry that Reggae has access to, and how they're all based off of different bird-type enemies across the Mega Man series. I like how he has the same base Mega Man abilities, but with the addition of flying. Now, on to what I wasn't so keen on. To preface all of this, I was playing on hard mode, so some of these issues may be non-existent on normal mode. Reggae's doesn't seem to be built for these sorts of challenges. There are a lot more shielded and guarded enemies than I expected for a game like this. I would have expected more tanky enemies. But my bigger issue with the enemies is that they can attack you from off-screen. Normally, in most Mega Man games and fan games, if an enemy goes off-screen, they're despawned. But here, if they're only a few blocks off-screen, they're still active and can attack you freely. This isn't so much a problem with melee units, but it becomes a large problem with enemies who can aim at you. To move on to my second point, Reggae's flight, although I praise its inclusion, isn't as smooth and stable as I'd hoped it to be. I was expecting something more along the lines of regular Beat. Having the tap jump to fly works. Unfortunately, the hover isn't as good as I thought it would be. There's a bit of flutter range, which can cause problems if you're nearby spikes. Plus, if you take a hit while in midair, you lose all air control and plummet below. And the bosses, ooh. Under Type Infinity was a tough starting boss, much tougher than I thought. Once I got the hang of just taking out the mini-hunters, it became much more manageable. Same with the actual boss and Tango in the next level. The bosses which posed the most trouble for me were Gutsman Supreme and the final duo. For Gutsman Supreme, it was all the earth-shaking and knockback. It was such a case that if you weren't careful, you would actually get combo attacked, meaning that Reggae's weaker armor stung even more. And the final boss, oof. With practice it's doable, but you really need to pay attention to their tells. So overall, what do I think about this game? Play this on normal mode, please. Don't play this on hard mode unless you beat the game twice on normal. Despite all my complaining and critiques, I sort of enjoyed this game. If you're a more experienced Mega Man Classic player, sure, try this out. This isn't as easy as Ringman the Castle was, so be on your guard. I regret not playing this on normal mode at first. Nonetheless, I'm happy to see more fan games made under the Megamix engine. Well then, I hope you all enjoyed my live Let's Play of the Reggae Operation, viewers. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help out the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play.